Okay, I just saw where Edward put up a new video, again dealing with this topic that I'm dealing with on why I'm a Calvinist and dealing with all the arguments and positions related to that. But he wants to put up the classical Armenian argument that God's foreknowledge is based on foreseeing what people will do, the decisions that people will make. But that's not what Scripture says. Okay? I want to share with you Romans chapter 8, verses 29 and 30. I have highlighted here. For those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, in order that he might be the firstborn among many brothers. And those whom he predestined, he also called. And those whom he called, he also justified. And those whom he justified, he also glorified. Now, on my channel, if you looking at my collection of videos for why I'm a Calvinist, I have a whole, I think 14 of them where R.C. Sproul goes through and gives his presentation on predestination and so forth. And he deals with this text. It's called the Golden Chain of Salvation. The thing here is, at the very first part there, verse 29, for those whom he foreknew. Notice the text is not saying that God foreknew choices. God is foreknowing people. And we also know that this foreknow is not just merely a cognition, not merely a knowing certain people, because God knows everybody, right? God knows all things. So the context demands that this foreknew is a special group. For those whom he foreknew, these he also predestined. And those whom he predestined, these he called. Those whom he called, these he justified. Those whom he justified, these he glorified. And, if you follow through this logically, 100% of those that's in the first group of the foreknow are going to pass through every step of this all the way to the glorification. None drops out in between. So all those that God foreknew in this special way, he predestined to be conformed. And those whom he predestined, these he called. All of those that he called, he justified. All of those he justified, he glorified. So, the text does not say that God is foreknowing decisions. It's not saying that God is foreknowing faith. It is saying that God is foreknowing people.